reportedly expected to miss back-to-back games this week to rest his injured right ankle. The King will miss tomorrow's highly anticipated showdown with the Clippers, as well as Friday's game against the Blazers. LeBron had missed 6 weeks with his ankle injury before returning for 2 losses this past weekend. And there's some concern he'll need a bit more rest before ramping up for the playoffs. So, Shannon, what does this tell you?
LeBron James is not even close to being 100%. He was probably out there about 65, 70%. And the thing is, when you're dealing with this, and this is an injury that I've dealt with, the thing that I was able to do is that I didn't practice. I ended up just shooting the ankle up and playing. Well, Skip, you can't shoot a guy's ankle up every single day, because basically every other day. So you can't do that. But what he realized is that I'm not helping my team at the level in which I'm out here. That's not good enough. And it does not matter. Play in, play out. First seed, third seed, fifth seed. If LeBron James is not healthy, the Lakers aren't winning. They know that. Everybody that covers the game of basketball knows that. Everybody that watches the game of basketball knows that. If LeBron James is not healthy, the Lakers cannot win a title. It's as simple as that. He's not close to being healthy. So they're saying, like, okay, we last played the other day, so let's see if we can give him a week. So he's going to miss Thursday. He's going to miss Friday. I think they play again on Sunday. Maybe they bring him back Sunday. Maybe they don't bring him back until the following Tuesday. They can steal some more time, get him some more recovery. But, Skip, I'm not surprised by this. This ankle, this injury is tough. You saw what it did to Christian McCaffrey. He missed the remaining of the season. We saw what it did to Michael Thomas. He missed 8 weeks and didn't catch a pass in the game in which he came back. Michael Thomas, who once caught over 150 balls in a game, in a season. So I know what LeBron is going through. This ankle, this injury is really tough, especially for a guy that size that's asked to move. His whole thing is being predicated on being able to get to the paint, being able to dish, and he's a shell of himself. I saw it when he first out there. You don't believe me? I text Steve. I said, Steve, he's not even close to being himself.
Steve is your research
guy.
Yep.
I said, he's not even close to being himself. And he's not. So hopefully this extra week will give him a chance to get closer, but the likelihood of him being 100%, I know he said he won't ever be 100% in his career. I think that was hyperbole. I think he does realize he's not going to be 100% this year. But without him being somewhat close, they got no chance, Skip. They got no chance.
So help me out. Whatever happened to that storm warning that he issued a couple of weeks back on social media? A storm is coming.
It is coming.
You don't think that he had worked out with his team? You don't think he'd practiced with the Lakers before he posted that? You don't think they had at least gone up and down in what you would call scrimmages?
Skip, let me tell you. I came back and I was out there practicing. I said, I feel pretty good. Because, you know, Skip, I'm not going 100%, but I was like, man, I feel pretty good. And then come game time. That ain't walkthrough. That's not, okay, Shannon, don't hit, Shannon, don't do anything. I got to step on the gas. Boy. Man, it's not that I'm running like I got a flat tire. And if you ask him what it's like out there, I guarantee you he'll tell you the same thing. Skip, you want to be able to step. I was used to putting my foot in the dirt, and I'm up out of here. I'm putting my foot in the dirt, and the guy right there. I mean, what the hell you doing there?
Okay, so I have a question.
Yes.
If LeBron James hadn't shot an air ball with a minute left against Sacramento in his first game back last Friday night and then missed the game winner long back iron at the end of that game against Sacramento, a very embarrassing home loss, and if he hadn't not been himself, they got embarrassed by Toronto at home in the next game. If they had won both games, do you think he'd still be playing?
No.
I do.
I don't.
I think it was embarrassing to him. Maybe he wasn't 100%. Maybe he felt he was 92%.
Stop, Skip. You know that man ain't close to no 90s.
Okay, well, now
if he was 90, he'd still be out there.
Okay, now I look at the schedule, and here's what's coming. A storm is coming, and it's the rest of their schedule because they got to face the Clippers tomorrow night at Staples. And
there ain't nobody.
Yeah, they got embarrassed by the Clippers way back on opening night, and they're going to get embarrassed by the Clippers again. And by the way, did you see the Clippers last night? Toronto was just red hot right now, and they are a handful. And guess what? Playoff P said, you know what? I got this once again. Can we see Playoff P just to remind everybody what's happening with the Clippers? This is with a couple of minutes left. It's a tie game, and he says, you know what? I got it. Nobody else wants it. I got it. Boom, up 3, and that was basically the ball game. Thank you very much, playoff P. So that's what you're up against. Rondo actually had a rare bad game last night, and they were still just fine. The second unit is about as good as the first unit, and it had kind of an overall bad game last night, and they were just fine. They won that game against Toronto just the way they're going to embarrass you tomorrow night on your quote-unquote home
Give me
floor
10 points then.
No.
No, they're not embarrassing.
I'll go head up for 5 cases right now.
No, you said they're going to embarrass us.
Oh, okay. Well, you're going to get embarrassed. Then you have to turn around the next night, back-to-back, and go to Portland. LeBron's like, I don't want any part of those Clippers, and I especially don't want any part of having to go up to Portland on back-to-back. Well, then you got Phoenix on Sunday at home. Guess what? Phoenix has won 5 straight and is suddenly edged ahead as the #1 seed in the West. You want a part of that? I don't think so. Then you got the Knicks. Well, we know we talked about the Knicks with our man Michael Rappaport yesterday. What have they done? They've won, what is
Nothing.
it, 12 out of 13?
Nothing.
12 out of 13. And
So now we hype in April and May.
Okay, well, I'm just saying this is what you have left because I am hyping this. The thing that LeBron wanted somebody fired for, the thing that he first suggested.
Skip, stop it.
Okay, well, he did first suggest the premise of it, the possibility of a play-in tournament. He just didn't want to be a part of it.
Context.
Okay, context. But the point is, you are in dire straits of falling into the play-in because right now you're only a game up on Portland. You're tied with Dallas. They have the tiebreaker. So right now they're 5th and you're 6th, but Portland's just a game behind at 7th, and you got to go to Portland on Friday night. And then I just told you, Phoenix and the Knicks, you get one gimme, you get Houston at home on Wednesday, but then you have to finish at Pacers, that's no walk in the park, and at Pelicans. And they'll probably be playing for nothing but just a little pride, and I don't think you can win that game.
Oh, David Griffin, he had to take shots. Oh, forgive the NBA for trying to do something that's fun and somebody objecting to it. Hey, you're not even in playoff games, so why you worried about the fun that somebody else might be having, David Griffin? The only reason you got a job is because of Goat James.
Okay, well, Goat James better be worried about the play-in tournament right now, and he better save his team from the play-in tournament, but apparently he's going to duck the Clippers, and I don't know how long he's going to duck because there's a lot of ducking to be had here because there's high risk of embarrassment if he's not 1,000% in these games.
If LeBron James is healthier than what he displayed the first 2 games back, I'm not worried.
Well, is he coming back at all? Is he going to play any in this regular season?
Yep.
You believe that?
Yep.
Well, you talk about him like he needs a wheelchair, and then the next breath you say he's coming back. Well, if he's as bad as you say he is, he shouldn't play any of these games and just try to suck it up and be ready for the playoffs.
If he's that bad, he shouldn't play at all. If he don't play in the regular season, he shouldn't play in the postseason, right? If you're hurt, you're hurt.
I don't know. Is he that hurt? When he said, I'll never be 100%, I thought that is classic excuse planting for the rest of your career. No, I always have an excuse. No. I'm never going to be 100%.
Skip, I said that was hyperbole.
Okay, I got it. I thought it was too. But I also thought there was method to the madness because he wants everybody to think, well, I am in year 18. First, he wants to say I've had the greatest year 18 ever, but
did he lie?
I'm now mortal.
Did he lie?
I'm human.
Did he lie?
Well, he was on the way to having it when he had played the most minutes in the league, and I kept telling you, Shannon, this is crazy. This is self-destruction. You can't play that many minutes. You can't lead this league in minutes in year 18.
So why James Harden get hurt? Why KD get hurt? They wasn't playing the minutes. So why they get hurt?
They're not Iron Man like your guy is. I've said he's Iron Man.
So why they get hurt? Why Giannis get hurt? Why Kawhi get hurt? Why Paul George missed 13 games? Why Joel Embiid missed games?
Well, why do you throw them to the same pot with this guy? He's the ultimate Iron Man.
Because I'm saying injuries are a part of professional sports. They happen. He's been one of the few guys that's been able to dodge the big injury. 2 of the last 3 years, he has not been able to dodge, even though it's not a huge injury, didn't require surgery, but the groin injury, it cost him, 15 games. This injury has cost him 20-plus games, going to cost him more. So what are we talking about here, Skip?
Well, we're talking about the play-in tournament. That's what we're talking about. Are you ready for it?
It is what it is.
Okay, you don't have Schroeder, I'm assuming, for the rest of the regular season.
Probably not 10 to 14 days.
Protocol, right?
Right.
Okay, so no LeBron, no Kyrie Schroeder. So what do you have left? Well, you sucked it up and you shocked Denver.
Did we have another? There ain't no shock.
Yeah. Denver took you lightly. I don't think that the Clippers or the Trailblazers will take you that lightly.
They ain't take us lightly. Yeah. We just went out there and played, did what we had to do. AD was aggressive.
Okay.
I'm expecting a big game from Drum,
who gets in the way more than he helps.
Gonna give it to Zoom.
I told you.
I bet he give it to Zoom on Thursday night.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And there's
double.
There's another guy named DeMarcus Cousins who's also the backup. And guess who's almost back because he's practicing? Big Surge, Ibaka. Here he comes. I got a three-headed monster.
He just want to dress nice on the sideline. He ain't trying to play no basketball. He looking like Shaft over there last night.
He looks pretty good.
He's right.
Hey, that all black leather.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got there shafted. He ain't trying to play. He ain't trying to play no basketball, Skip.
Oh, really?
He ain't trying to play no ball.
Did we just get that on tape?
Yeah,
you're going to eat those words in the
Watch what we do to Zubats on Thursday night.
Okay.
Drum. Double.
Somebody's about to boogie on your head.
Boogie don't want to see Drum.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 15 and 15.
Boogie don't want to see Drum. Did we get that on tape? Thank you very much
AD
for motivating my squad.
AD going to be eating.
Yep. Really?
Yep.
Okay. Well, he better move Drum out of the lane so he can eat a little bit more.
Don't worry, we back up a little further, and then we're going to put him down the block and let him have Zubats.
So we have 5 more cases of Diet Mountain Dew. Bet on 5 and 2, said Shannon Sharp, that the Lakers have 7 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games left, and you say 5 and 2, and I feel pretty good about that. Thank you.
You're not going to feel good after we win this one Thursday.
Okay. Well, you don't have the quote-unquote GOAT, right?
That's all right. That's all right. Now, when you come here on Friday, don't come here with no excuses. Don't come here with that sad face.
You were thinking deep down in the depths of your psyche, Bron will be back.
No.
He'll be back.
No.
I got this.